All right, here are some exercises for strengthening your knee post knee surgery, in my case, ACL surgery and rehab. So, several exercises that you can do in sets of 10, 3 sets of 10. Tend to do it with your surgery leg first, and then your I try not to say like bad leg and good leg, but surgery leg and then your stronger leg. That way you've got some kind of positive words around your situation. And let's get started. We're going to start first with some step downs. We're going to do them front ways and sideways. So starting first sideways, and as you get stronger from the sideways position, you'll then do it from the front ways. So start with a low step here. So I've used a blanket to oh my gosh, Ellie! I've demonstrated a low step with just a blanket, so that there's just a little bit of difference. So that in my case, this is the surgery leg, and so you step up and down. So that's just a little bit. You're only putting a little bit of weight, and then as you get stronger, once that is seamless and it doesn't feel like a big deal, and you test that by doing it then with your stronger leg. Make sure that, all right, I feel like I'm moving the same as the strong leg with my surgery leg. Then you can use a bigger step up. So you'll gradually start going up with a little bit more height to have that leg suspending you a little bit longer. So you can do these in 3 sets of 10. Again, you do want to do it on the side of the stronger side too, just so that you can compare. But always start with your weaker side. That way you're not discouraged too. So that's the step up side, and then to mimic going downstairs. So when I first had surgery, I would go down the stairs with the surgery leg. That way back here wasn't supporting the leg, because you don't want your surgery leg to support it, especially if you're kind of working on that. So to start getting used to going down the stairs with the good leg and letting the surgery leg support you, you're going to do this. This is the surgery leg. You're going down and up. Weight in the heel. And you kind of push your butt back so that you're using the quad. And then really that's what you're kind of strengthening here in the quad and then into the knee. And then make sure you do it on the other side again. 3 sets of 10. What you could do as you get stronger, again, you would progress to those after you get really good here, because it's just a little bit easier to do it from the side, and then you'll progress to that front ways position. Then we're going to move on to a deadlift, just to strengthen the backs of the legs. So you take one weight into your hand, your surgery leg is here, your strong leg is on this side. This is the leg we're working. We're going to keep the weight right at the leg and come down and up, kind of like you're shaving your leg. The weight stays nice and close. You keep your back nice and flat, and this weight, you're using the glute, the muscles of your seat, and your hamstring and low back. So this is really good. Your core is staying stable, so that's just going to help you target the hamstring here. You put a little bend in this knee. What's nice is you're not having to bend the knee a lot, and it's not going to aggravate it too much. So you can do this fairly early after a surgery. So especially if you're feeling really good, this is a good deadlift position, and then just make sure we do the other side. And then a way to progress here is to do it with both legs. You can maybe use a bigger, heavier bar or your bigger weights and just do both at the same time. It's just, especially if you're home and you've got light weights, this is where I think it's best to just do single leg at a time, because we usually you don't typically have enough weight at home to do both legs at the same time. So if you have like up to 25-pound dumbbell, that's a decent amount of weight for a single leg move, deadlift. All right, so number 3 is going to be a stand and sit. You can use a chair in this case. I'm going to use this bench. So stand and sit, and the higher the chair that you have, the better. So you're going to come down and then come up. And then to progress with this, you can hold a weight here, down and up, and this is to mimic a squat, but you want to be supported. So you don't want to have to worry about coming back up from this low range. Just down and up. And then to progress from that, once you are getting stronger, again, you want to start with the surgery leg. We're going to put a light bend in this knee, and then see if you can do it with just using that leg. I'll turn it to the other side so that you can see what the surgery leg is doing. So, surgery leg here. This leg just has light. I'm not going to have you do it like this just yet, but that's a progression. You start here, lightweight here, and then see if you can kind of go down and up, down and up. And that's a nice at-home way to strengthen this single leg and also get that range of motion and strength in this knee. Make sure you do the other side. Probably on the other side you might have a little bit more success making it feel a little bit better. I'm not sure if you can hear. My knees are a little crunchy, but they don't hurt. It's just, you can just hear them. All right, next. And then you can see that I've got a band here that I'll show you. So number 4 is going to be a leg raise, and that's one of those early exercises that I did in the very beginning. So as you're sitting here, you, at first, when you first have surgery, you lift, take the leg out, bring it down, bring it up, bring it out, bring it down. Really early into the surgery, you probably have a little strap because it's kind of hard to lift the leg otherwise. But as you want to progress and strengthen that leg singly by itself, add a weight here. And I just have, this is just an 8-pound weight, and it's pretty decent amount of work. It's going to strengthen the hip flexor and the outside of this leg. So 3 sets of 10 right there, and then 3 sets of 10 here. Lift the leg, take it out, down and down. And I'm going to put the list of exercises down in the comments here. So out and down. And then you can come to your side. So as you're laying on your side, your bottom leg is bent, and you're going to lift and lower. Leg is straight. The toes turn to the same direction as you so that we're strengthening the outside of the leg, and then progress to adding some weight for resistance as tolerated. Early strengthening, you're going to need to just use the leg weight, and then once you're ready to build in some resistance, just add some resistance like that. Make sure again to do both sides. All right, that was leg raise from the top movement, and then leg raise from the side. Again, weighted and not weighted. You always start unweighted and then add weight. And number 5, you're going to do step ups, and so it's obviously opposite of the step down. So when we did the step down, we were up here, we're just kind of going down and up, down and up. That's really going to use the leg a lot. Eventually you might be able to come up to a higher step, and then when you do that, then you can work on the step up, because you're likely going to be able to do the step up before you can do the step down. So surgery leg, weight in your heel, and then come up, and then come down. Step up, and come down. So it's almost like the step down, but we're starting from the bottom. This is going to help strengthen the back of the leg, the whole upper part of the leg, and of course the knee. And then you'll do the other side. When you're ready to add to that, you can work both sides by stepping up, kicking the leg back, and bring it down, down. Step up, kick the leg back, and I'll show you the other side so you can see what this leg is doing. So step up, lift up. This is going to work glute, low back, and hamstring. So variations for the step up, and you can do 10 times 3, so 10 round. Goodness, 3 sets of 10, so 3 times 10 repetitions. So you can just go back and forth with those. I like to do them one at a time. So that was number 5. And then number 6, banded lateral out and in for knee stabilization. So you're going to, I'm going to move this one out of the way, bring the other one in. Just find something like a kitchen table or a chair that is not going to move. You probably have a band from working in rehab, so you can take, and I got this actually from my therapist. You can put it around your ankle. Even you can put it around up here. I have a larger one that I'm just not going to get several things out here, but if you put it around up here first, and kind of work that. Ooh, I'm tipping over, I need to get a little closer. You're gonna press it out, I'm still tipping over, and bring it in, out and in. So this is similar to that move when we're on our side, lifting the leg. So just push it out, bring it in, out and in. Chest is up nice and tall, keep your core in, but ultimately we're working to strengthen this leg here. These are all just nice, easy at-home exercises. When you get stronger and that knee's feeling a little better, or even when it's not awesome, it's just good to check in. You go from the ankle, press it out and in. Just take a little step. Step out and bring it in. Step out, bring it in. Make sure to do that with both legs. Again, it's just a good check-in to notice, like, you know, what's the difference? You always want to be comparing where you are to where you were, which is the strong leg compared to your surgery leg. And then I'm just gonna turn this because I don't want to put my back to you, but so surgery leg. Now we're gonna move it across the midline. So before we were pushing it out, getting this outer thigh, getting the movement of the outside of the knee. Now you're gonna feel that internal movement. This foot's behind you and you're gonna push it out and in, out and in. That way you get the resistance for the inside of the leg and the inside of the knee. Out and in. And then I did wanna show you one more banded exercise you could do. If you've got some bands that go around the legs for the upper leg, you can put the band around over the knees. Now this is kind of a tighter one, but I'm a year past surgery. At first I would not have used this band. I would use a lighter band, but your feet are together. I realize you, actually, I'll just sit up here. All right, so seated, feet are together, and then you're gonna push out and in. The band is over the knees. It's gonna work outer thighs, outer glute. And then again, as you get stronger, go back to those seated squats. As you're standing here, you can push knees out to keep it taut, and then sit and stand. Another good knee strengthening, leg strengthening exercise, just kind of tying all of those together, the sit and stand with the band. So one more time, I'll just say all of those so you can write it down, but I will also put them as a list in the comments below here in the video. We had the step downs where we stood. Again, if you've got something that can progressively get a little taller, so this could be really small, and then I fold it once and it's a little higher. I started with the blanket. So you do the step down from the side, progressing to step down forward. Then we did the deadlifts, just to strengthen the back of the leg, the glute, and the low back, just making sure you keep all that strength or build it back. Then sit and stand, like a squat, coming to the chair. And then leg raises, where you're seated, your leg is out straight, you lift it up, take it out, bring it down and down. Do that with both. We do everything with the surgery leg first, and then, because you always want to start with what you need to work on first, and then you can work on just making sure to kind of balance it out and check in with the stronger leg. So those are front and side, so you lay on your side and then get that outer work. That way we're working all sides of the leg. Number 5 was the step ups, so where you step up onto the higher step, like you're climbing stairs, and then progressing to lift the leg behind, so you're getting the glute of both strong and working on getting stronger leg. And number 6, your banded work. So around the upper leg to start with, then around progressing to it around your ankle, and then making sure you also turn around and then take the leg across the midline. So if you have any questions, please feel free to message me or check in, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks.